Hey everyone, welcome to Up All Night DIY. I'm Monica, thanks for joining me. Today is the Power Up Collab, hosted by Sarah of Ken Sarah DIY It and Zaina of OK at Home. This is a monthly collaboration that features women and our power tools. There's also a chance to win a $25 Amazon gift card. All you have to do is watch all the videos in the playlist. Each creator will mention a secret word. In the comments, mention the creator's secret word. You must be a US resident to participate, and you have until April 18th to enter. I'm making this light up Peekaboo bunny egg. Let's get into it. I sketched up a design and I traced it onto a piece of MDF. And I'll head over to my scroll saw to cut it out. Because this piece is much longer than the depth of my saw, I'll cut in from various angles throughout. You'll see what I mean. I'm cutting around one of the bunnies at the bottom to start. Moving along, cutting at the bunny here. I'll cut along my design as far as I can, and then I'll back my piece up along the cut that I just made. I leave my saw running while backing it up. I find it easier to remove it this way. I'll angle in at the top of that cut and remove the excess. Coming back in to cut the ears of that bunny. As you can see, I'm maneuvering the board as needed to keep the blade on my design line. Now I'll cut along the egg as far as I can go, then I'll back it out again. Then I'll make a cross cut to get rid of all that extra. Cutting out the bunny at the top of the egg. I'm just allowing my blade to follow the lines of my design, gently pushing and guiding the MDF. The blade will do all the work. I won't push too hard because I don't want to snap the blade, but I always have spares on hand, just in case. Once again, moving along the top, finishing up that wee guy up there. I'm cutting around his wee paw and cutting down the side of the egg. When I come off my design line, which will happen now and again, I'll move my material back a wee bit and I'll pick up the line again. I'll turn my piece here so I can cut off the excess MDF. It makes it so much easier to handle the piece when all that excess is away. I'm coming in again from the bottom, keeping in mind that the weight of my piece is now to my right, which means my blade will deflect to the right. Knowing this will help me keep my blade where I need it to be. Coming in from another angle to get around the bunny on the other side. I'm in the home stretch here, finishing up cutting my design. Last cut. Now, at the drill press, I'll punch out the holes for my lights. I'll align the bit directly over the mark I've made on my design, and I lower the bit by turning the crank until it has completely passed through my MDF. I'll continue until I have holes outlining my A, 33 in all for this design. At the miter saw, I'll cut down a 1x2 to a 12-inch piece and a 4-inch piece. This will be for my stand. The laser guide shows me that I'm lined up with my mark, and this is a straight cut, so I just bring down my blade and cut. That's simple. I've sanded and wiped clean all of my pieces, and I'll divide my egg into sections using a ruler and a pencil. I'll have 7 sections down the length of my egg. For time's sake, I'll skip ahead to after everything is base coated, and I'll break down each color in the description box so we can move along to the details. Now for the fun part. I'll paint a white daisy top and bottom, just simple strokes with a round brush. Now a couple of yellow daisies, top and bottom. I'll mirror the designs in each color section. I'll add some leaves and some curlicues. I tipped out the flower centers with ceramic coat pumpkin, and the same for the bottom. The green sections will get Tahiti blue and Tropic Bay blue dots, and some white dots too. And I think I mentioned it before that I'll have all these colors broken down in the description box. A white squiggle line in the purple section, and then I'll go over the white with pumpkin. More dots, this time Ceram Coat Bright Yellow. Dots are an easy and sweet filler, especially on a fancy Easter egg. I'll use this Curly Q stamp for the center. I got this years ago at AC Moore. I'll start in the middle with Ceram Coat Apple Green paint, stamping straight across. I'm alternating Ceram Coat Razzleberry and Pumpkin above and below the green swirls. And I'll add white dots in between. I'll add some shading with Folk Art Floating Medium, and I use a slightly darker shade of each color in each section to shade. I work the medium into the bristles, scoop up the paint on one corner of my brush, and stroke it on the plate to load the bristles with the paint. I'll shade completely around the edge of each section. The color I'm using here is Ceram Coat Colonial Blue. I'll shade the grass with Americana Irish Moss. I'll list which colors I use to shade alongside the base colors in the description box. I'll add some white highlights with my liner brush. And with a round brush, I'll add some white squiggles across the sections. With Ceram Coat Rain Gray and a liner brush, I'll detail the bunnies. And again, for time's sake, I'll just show you the one bunny on this side and the guy at the top, because he'll be slightly different. This is always my favorite part, adding all the details. Give him some wispy hair. And some big old bunny teeth. This guy will get a surprised look, maybe like he's sliding off. I'll shade the bunnies with some Tropic Bay Blue to pull in some color. And I'll fill in his ears and dot his cheeks with Hydrangea Pink. The two side bunnies will get the same shading treatment and pink ears and cheeks. Now that all the details are finally finished, I'll seal it with clear matte spray. To make my stand, I'll line up my 12-inch piece of that 1x2 with the bottom center of the egg. The small piece will be perpendicular to the leg, and I'll mark where the cross piece will go. With wood glue, I'll glue it in place. Once the glue has set, I'll use a utility hinge to connect the leg to the cross piece. I drill holes for the hinge, and I'll drill one on the side of the leg where my eye screw will go. I drill another pilot hole in this wee wood block. This too will get an eye screw, and I'll glue it next to the leg. I attach the hinge with 1/2-inch screws. I glue the wee block in line with the eye screw on the leg. I'll use the length of craft wire to attach the 2 eye screws. I make a little hook with my needle nose pliers. I like making stands like this because they're adjustable and they can lie flat for storage. All that's left to do is to pop in the lights and to tell you that my secret word is belt sander. Ta-da! Isn't it cute? I hope you liked today's project, and I hope you're inspired to get hands-on with your power tools. Remember, the deadline for the giveaway is April 18th, 2022. Thank you, Sarah and Zena, for hosting. Links to their channels, as well as the playlist, supplies, and all pertinent information are in the description box. Stay creative, my friends. Thanks for hanging with me. See you next time. Up all night with Monica.